So how often should you fast and how long should you fast? I'm going to talk about that in this video right after this intro, so stay tuned. Hey my health enthusiasts, this is Dr. LeGrand here. We're going to do fasting videos on Thursday because I fast on Thursday. So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to our channel because every Thursday I will post a fasting video and every Monday I will talk about some health tips on Mondays. So depending on your interest, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. So I've gotten a lot of questions about how often should you fast and how long should you fast. Get this a lot, and so I'm going to talk about those two different things and talk about some people, some of the experts in the field and even in past history, experts on fasting of what they did, and then talk about what I do, particularly throughout the years when I fast. So first off, I want to talk about somebody who inspired me to start doing fasting. That was Dr. Bragg. And I know a lot of you guys have heard of him. If you have not, if you ever purchased apple cider vinegar, the Bragg brand, that is Dr. Bragg. And he's actually one that inspired me to do fasting. In fact, this book right here, The Miracle of Fasting, I'm not here to promote it or sell, but this is actually the book that I started. So if you're new at fasting, this is a great book, The Miracle of Fasting. It talks about all the different, ways to fast, how often you should fast, the benefits of it, why to do it. It's just a great starter book to learn about fasting. So highly recommend it. So again, a great book that you can purchase. But in that book, Dr. Bragg talks about what he specifically does with fasting, and him and his daughter. So Patricia is his daughter that actually does run the Bragg Foundation right now. Dr. Bragg unfortunately died of a surfing accident. I think he was in his 80s and he was still surfing. So he definitely lived a very healthy life. He influenced a lot of people, millions of people around the world to fast, even a lot of movie stars back in the day. So he's very well known. So the things that Dr. Bragg did and his daughter, Patricia, and what they do on a regular basis like Patricia does, they will do 4 long-term fasts a year. So that's basically quarterly. And what they do is they do like a 7 to 10 day water fast to be able to clean the system out. And then once a week, they will do a 24 to 36 hour fast. Now that sounds probably intensive to you, but that's what they've done, and that's what they kind of suggest to kind of help clean the system. It's like, when you hit the spring, it's hitting that spring cleaning time to be able to clean out your body and doing extensive fasts like that. Now what I do particularly, I don't do the 4 times out of the year long-term fast. I'll probably do like 1 or 2 a year. And I don't typically always do it with just water fasting. I might do it, what I do is more like a juice fast, where I'm doing a cleanse for 7 days, just to be able to hit and renew the body. Now I do every week, I do about 24, actually I do 36-hour water fast a week. Sometimes I'll even do 48-hour water fasts, it just depends. And then I will do with intermittent fasting, I will do 1 meal a day for about 4 or 5 days. But I think it's good to have at least a couple days where you're not fasting, you're still having about 2 or 3 meals a day. That way it could just kind of reset the body. Otherwise your body kind of get adapted to it. I know from my experience, your body could just get really adapted and you're not losing the weight or you're just not finding the benefits. It's kind of helped to kind of trick the body instead of getting in a rut. So if you don't want to be extreme exactly like how Dr. Bragg does it, I recommend maybe once or twice a year you do the long, 5, 7, 10 day water fast to really just clean out the system. And then once a week doing a 24, 36 hour fast, even 48-hour water fast, those are great because really the benefits of doing the longer, the 36 to 48-hour fast, that actually really increases autophagy. I've talked about this. There's actually studies that have shown that autophagy really increases the longer fast up to 48 hours, but then it isn't as effective after the 48-hour mark. But when you're doing the long-term fast, there's other benefits that you can benefit from that. And I've talked about this in my other videos as far as removing old scar tissue. And I know you guys have asked questions about this, and I will make a video about this because you've asked how long do you need to fast with to see benefits from removing old scar tissue. And I've always told you it really depends, but I will make a video that kind of explains more of the science behind this and what kind of research. There's not a ton of research, but I will explain that in some upcoming videos. So make sure to stay tuned. And again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe to your channel. So I'm curious for you guys, leave a comment in the comment section below. How do you guys fast? Do you guys do what Dr. Bragg does, where you fast 4 times a long fast a year and then do the 36, 48-hour fast once a week? I'm curious what you guys do. Go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. So the reason why I do the 36 or 48-hour water fast, there's a couple reasons. For one, for more prevention reasons. There's been a lot of research where it can help prevent cancer. It could also really kind of benefit, of course, losing the weight. We know that. And then, of course, all the other kind of benefits I've talked about. And I'll leave some cards up here that you guys can see some of the benefits videos that I have done. But another reason why I do this is I feel like it helps reset my body, helps reset my mind, help me to focus more. So that's reasons why I do once a week fasting, but I also do kind of the 1 meal a day. But then I will go through seasons. I think it's good to go through seasons where you decide not to fast for, a month or 2, just to kind of reset some things. Because I'll find that after fasting for a long time, for several months, and I won't see kind of the benefits, it's good to kind of reset some things. But a more important question to ask yourself is, what is your purpose? So for example, if you're here and you're big into fitness, building muscle, probably doing some of those like 48-hour fasts might not be as what you're trying to gain, especially if you're trying to gain muscle. Me, I'm more about prevention, not per se trying to gain muscle, even though yes, I do work out, things like that. But if your purpose is to kind of gain muscle, looking at doing more intermittent fasting, and then once, or twice a year, dedicate a time where you do an extended fast for, a 5-7 day fast to really clean out the system. So it shouldn't be just always focusing on, trying to build and gain muscle. You should give your look at other fasting benefits that you can use for your body. But ultimately, how well your body will be more proficient if you actually give it that time to rest and let the body to take time to actually start healing itself. It could be more proficient building muscle over time. So really just kind of keeping that in mind. Now, if you're looking at other health benefits, such if you have, heart issues, if you have diabetes, if you have weight issues, all those kind of things that you can use to benefit with fasting, doing it in this kind of fashion where you're doing once a week, 36 to 48-hour fast, and then a couple times a year, maybe 2 times a year, you do it in 5 to 7, or even up to 10-day water fast. Now, the difference between doing a 5-10 day water fast, an extended long fast, versus doing the short-term fast is if you're doing extensive fasts all the time, you eventually could push your body what I call as a breakdown state. In fact, a lot of cancer patients experience this in their late stages in their cancer, is that their body is breaking down more than rebuilding. So you have to be kind of careful there. If you're kind of doing too long of extended fast too frequently, it could be a little bit more damaging. That's why Dr. Bragg talks about, doing it 4 times a year. That might be a little extreme for you. It might be just good to do it a couple times out of the year. And then versus doing the, 36, 48, or 24-hour fast once a week, that's fine because that just helps reset the system, increases autophagy, kind of clean out the old cells, clean the system out on a weekly basis, doing that as a long-term goal for yourself. Okay guys, so I hope that answered your questions that you guys had about how often you should do fasting and how long should you do fasting. If you have any questions, again, just leave that in the comment section below. I will answer all your guys' questions. I try to respond all to your guys' comments. I love your guys' comments. They're great. It helps me to know what you guys want with these fasting videos. And then if you guys love this video, give us a big thumbs up. Go ahead and share with your family and friends. It really helps us out. And then again, if you are new here, we do post fasting videos every Thursday and health tip videos every Monday. So go ahead and hit that subscribe bell over here and make sure to hit the notification bell. And then if you have not watched any of our other fasting videos, I will leave some links over here that you guys can watch. Until next time, this is Dr. LeGrand out. Thank you. I love you guys. Bye.